Hi to everyone. In this video we are going to discuss all important concepts and formulas of SHM for IIT JEE and NEET. First of all, a particle executing SHM if its acceleration A directly proportional to its displacement negative of its displacement, that is A is equal to minus omega square x. Its first formula. From kinematics, we know that A is equal to d square x by dt square. On substituting this, d square by dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. This is basic differential equation of SHM. And then when a particle is projected on the circumference of the circle, it executes SHM along x-axis or y-axis. For example, we take displacement along x-axis. Then we get basic simple equation for SHM is y is equal to a sin omega t. Here y is displacement. This is angle which is displaced. Okay, this is omega t. After omega rotating on the circumference of the circle, it displaces y distant displacement along y-axis. We get this formula. This is basic SHM formula. From this formula only we can derive velocity also. We will discuss that also. We know that y is equal to a sin omega t. On differentiating this with time, dy by dt is equal to a omega cos omega t with time. This is called velocity, a omega cos omega t. Again differentiate with time, that dv by dt, which is equal to a omega square sin omega t. You get negative after cos differentiating with respect to time. So this is velocity, this is acceleration, and y is equal to a sin omega t displacement. Okay, and also when the particle is executing SHM, it is its mean position and it is extreme positions of amplitude A at extreme position velocity is equal to 0. On simplifying this equation, we get v is equal to omega into under root a square minus y square, where a is amplitude. Okay, a is its amplitude and y displacement of particle. of particle. Okay, particle. So at extreme position velocity is 0. If substitute here we substitute displacement is equal to a, that is extreme position, we get velocity is equal to 0. Velocity is equal to 0. At mean position, velocity is maximum, that is v is equal to a omega. Okay, up to here we got formulas, that is a is equal to minus omega square x and y is equal to a sin omega t, this, and v is equal to a omega cos omega t. This is not important that much, but this is important. And acceleration is equal to a omega square sin omega t, and velocity is equal to omega into under root a square minus y square. From here we got velocity at extreme position is equal to 0. Velocity as mean position is equal to a omega. Similarly, acceleration at mean position, acceleration mean position is equal to 0. Acceleration at extreme position, here we take mod omega square a. This is also one of the formula. We are not deriving all the formulas because this is the revision series, and next we are going to discuss about energies of SHM, that is kinetic energy, potential energy and total energy. We know kinetic energy is equal to half m v square. From SHM we know velocity is equal to omega into under root a square minus y square. On substituting this on this equation, we get kinetic energy is equal to half m omega square a square minus y square. This is also one of the formula. We know that total energy is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy. Remember this also. So in SHM, maximum energy, that is total energy, we can describe with respect to u. U is equal to half m omega square a square. Therefore total energy is equal to half m omega square a square, which is equal to kinetic energy half m omega square a square minus y square plus potential energy. From here we get potential energy. Potential energy is equal to, on taking this on this side equation, we get half m omega square y square. This is potential energy. So we get three formulas from here. Kinetic energy is equal to half m omega square into y a square minus y square. This is one formula, and potential formula, and total energy u is equal to half m omega square a square. These three formulas for SHM energies. Okay, we will also draw the graphs of energies of SHM. If we take energy along y-axis and displacement along x-axis, for kinetic energy and displacement, maximum displacement is A, that is amplitude. Kinetic energy at amplitude is 0 because velocity also 0. That reaches to maximum at mean position and comes 0 at extreme position. And at mean position potential energy is 0 and maximum at extreme positions. So it comes like this. This is potential energy, this is kinetic energy graphs. Okay, and then we will discuss about time periods of different kinds of SHM. Time periods. For calculating time period, we have to follow 3 steps. Step 1, balance all forces. Step 2, find out restoring force. And step 3, calculate acceleration. So we get restoring force F are directly proportional minus 6. We know from Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. So mass into acceleration directly proportional to minus 6. A directly proportional to minus 6 by m. Acceleration is equal to minus cx by m. Okay. From SHM equation, we know that acceleration is equal to minus omega square x. Here we get A is equal to minus c by m x. On comparing both the equations, we get omega is equal to under root c by m. We know that time period is equal to 2 pi by omega. So we get time period is equal to 2 pi under root m by c. Okay. By these 3 methods, first of all, balance all the equations and find the restoring force and calculate acceleration. By comparing with the SHM equation, we get time period of the SHM. Okay, on this basis we can calculate time periods of simple SHMs, like simple pendulum. If a bob is hanged with a string with length L of mass m. Okay, here we get time period. I am not derivating all the equations because this is the revision series. Here we get time period is equal to T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Okay, under root L by G. Here this time period is independent of mass. Okay, if you increase the mass of the bob or decrease the mass of the bob, time period won't affect. Okay, this also you have to remember. Some of the question they ask that the mass of the bob was increased, what will be the time period? Time period will be constant. It depends on only length and also it gravity. In some cases they will put the bob into a liquid. The resultant gravity may change. Okay, this is not independent of mass. Now we will discuss the time period of spring block pendulum. That is, if a spring is like this and attached to a mass of m and spring constant is k, here we get time period is equal to 2 pi under root m by k. Here it is dependent of mass. Okay, in that simple pendulum it is independent of mass, but here it is dependent on mass, but it also depends on spring constant. Okay, we will discuss about more about springs also, and also time period of compound pendulum. Time period of compound pendulum, that is, for example, what is compound pendulum means? It is a rigid body. For example, you are rotating, this is not there, you are rotating along this axis. Okay, here also it executing SHM, so you have to find out time period of this pendulum. Time period, that is T is equal to 2 pi under root I by mgl. I is moment of inertia, my moment of inertia. Okay, we got three time periods of bodies, that is simple pendulum, spring block system, compound pendulum. Okay, here time period is equal to T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. Here time period is equal to 2 pi under root m by k. Here time period is equal to 2 pi under root I by mgl. Okay, and we will discuss about springs. If the springs are connected in series, one of the spring constant is k1 and another spring constant is k2, then their combined k effective is k1 k2 by k1 plus k2. We get this if there are many springs connected in series like this and so on, k1 k2 k3 k4 and so on, there we get k effective 1 by k effective is equal to 1 by k1 plus 1 by k2 up to so on. Okay, remember this formula. If the springs are in parallel, for example here, if the springs are in parallel, this is k1, this is k2 attached to a same mass, their spring constant k effective is equal to k1 plus k2. Okay, if there are many springs k1 k2 and k3 up to so on are attached to same mass, their k effective is equal to k1 plus k2 up to so on. Okay, from here we get time period T is equal to 2 pi under root m by k effective. This also you have to remember, and also you have to keep in mind that is this type of combination is not in parallel, sorry, not in series, this type of combination is in parallel. That is, here we get K effective is equal to K1 plus K2. Okay, I think I covered all the important concepts and important formulas of SHM. Then you have to practice of this chapter from previous IIT JEE or also from any book, so you can get more clarity about this chapter. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment section, and also subscribe to this channel. You will get more this type of reason series of all the subjects, like from maths, physics, and also chemistry. And stay tuned and follow this channel. You will get lot of information about this. Okay, thank you very much. Bye.